These Hot Idiots is a podcast featuring our hosts, two full-grown adult men. Together, they watch teen drama and young adult-oriented television shows one episode at a time. These Hot Idiots is a comedy podcast and isn't meant to be taken as real criticism. This podcast uses adult language. Listener discretion is advised.
Hey guys, if this episode's not that long, I'm sorry, I'm dying.
Anyway, yeah, he is suffering from 90 plus degree heat, so we're gonna try and make our way through this. But if this episode runs short, that's why.
We didn't record last week because Thursday fell on July the 4th, and that's
so it was fucking explosion.
And that's what the fuck is a kilometer day. So there was a lot of fireworks.
There was an aggressive amount of freedom.
And then just the devil just opened his ass on me and created
ripped a nasty fart of heat.
And it's been 100 plus for the last week. And today it's expect cooler temperatures. And then I looked and it says it's going to be 98. It's like, you fucking liar.
You expect nothing but suffering. Anyway, welcome back to WTF Would They Fight, the podcast where we analyze the personalities and motivations of characters featured in Death Battle to see if they would actually fight each other.
You're doing my gimmick.
I wanted to do it at least once.
I love doing the fake podcast intro. It's fun to me. Would they fight?
Fight.
You know what? I know I keep blowing it off, but we should just do a video talking about that, especially since Rooster Teeth shut down.
Yeah, exactly. We don't know if Death Battle will continue. We might eventually do that as a separate pod on my end. Or a separate thing that I put up on my YouTube.
I was gonna say, if we ever do cover the originals or legacies, I think we're going to do them in bulk. We'll watch just half a season without recording episodes, and then just kind of have a checkpoint of here's what we think so far.
Yes.
Because I don't know how much the shows will tie in together.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But yes, this is actually These Hot Idiots. Ashe is over there, sweltering in the heat, and I am Mega.
I'm hot and he's idiots. No.
Yes, exactly. No. I am.
Two plural.
He's hot. I'm an idiot.
I was gonna say if the heat wave hits you, then you'll be hot and I'll be an idiot.
Exactly.
We're covering season 2, episode 17 of the Vampire Diaries. Know Thy Enemy. I feel like they're trying to raise the stakes, as they say. Vampire hunters raising stakes, but also the kind you eat.
I was just thinking of vampire staking.
I didn't think of that.
Hide in plain sight. That's the worst.
Assassin's Creed.
That's the worst one yet.
This episode was fucking crazy.
This was a crazy episode.
I only wrote 4 pages of notes because I'm exhausted.
All right. We start off with, Isobel at the door wanting to be let in, but Elena's like, no, you don't go in.
Trying to do the let me in, it's raining outside.
Let me in, I want to talk. No, slams door.
And Jenna's like, you knew that she was alive and you didn't tell me, fuck you. And then
you and John and Rick, y'all knew.
You're all layers.
I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to hear it from you.
So she goes upstairs and closes the door and starts crying. And Elena's like, come on.
We tried this out.
I'll tell you in group chat later. Come on.
Fun.
Not a thing, but I guess SMS is a thing. I'll just fucking text her the explanation, or just do what we were joking when the scene was happening. It's just go, vampires are real.
Vampires are real.
My mom's a vampire.
Just to have a scene where just somebody just blurts out vampires are real to just kind of catch her off guard.
It's like the scene in Breaking Bad where like Walter White's loading his car and his brother-in-law Hank asks him what he's doing, and he's got like $500,000 in cash. And like that's so ridiculous that like Hank just thinks it's a joke. It's
Oh
just
my
like
God.
vampires are real. That's a lie.
Elena, that's ridiculous.
Elena, that's ridiculous. So the next day happens, and yeah, just Jenna's gonna leave.
Jenna just storms off, even though Alaric's there. He wants to talk to her, and explain what's going on. But Jenna's like, no, I'm going to the campus. I'm going to work on my thesis. I don't want to deal with any of you.
I need a reason to not be in the next couple episodes later.
I'm out.
I'm out. Peace sign, fade away. Catherine lied to the Salvatores, or Catherine is lying. Oh, fuck. Catherine.
Definitely.
She is talking to the Salvatores, telling them that she didn't tell John and Isobel she skipped town, or that she didn't skip town. She lied.
Yeah, that she's not. They think she skipped town, but she's really hanging out with the Salvatores. However, let's not skip over the important part of this, where John rounds the corner in the Gilbert house, and tells Lark if he was honest with Jenna, then none of this would happen. And then, as he's saying this, I go, "Come on, Lark, punch him just once for me," and he does it.
And he does, thus entering Alaric Saltzman into Mega Fighter's top 5 character.
I cheered so loudly, just like yeah, fuck you, John.
John, your
fuck John.
Stupid nose.
Break and it became a running joke.
And like every time John walked in a room, I just wanted everyone to just punch him once.
Everyone get one on him. It was like the entire episode was me wanting to see John get more hurt.
Matt is catering for the Lockwoods, and Caroline is calling Matt to pick up the phone, but Matt isn't there.
Matt's not talking to her.
She tells her car to call Matt, and the car's like, I'm calling Matt.
And it's just like, hey, this is Matt, leave a message.
Hey, this is Matt. Call me if you want a burger. I'll be right there.
I know, I was thinking of like the fucking Seinfeld ringtone.
Oh yeah.
The Seinfeld message.
I think
Matt believe it or not, Matt's not at his phone.
I feel like Matt would have a whimsical like answering machine thing.
Exactly.
Believe it or not, Matt's not at the phone. He isn't even here. I don't know the lyrics.
I made a version of it in my head once, but I couldn't recite it from memory.
Believe it or not, Matt's not home.
Exactly.
I remember that part.
Yeah.
And then Stefan goes up and punches John. Okay, no, he doesn't.
No, sadly. Seven does head to the Gilbert house to talk with Elena.
Yeah, and Isabel's there. He invited her in, even though everyone else told him not to. Or told him not to.
Yeah. Everyone else said not to let her in, but John let her in.
God,
and this is where we remembered that, yeah, John has the deed to the house, doesn't he?
The Gilbert house is a real hussy. They just let anybody in.
Well, no, I think it's John has the
no, but like the pizza guy.
Oh, that's true. That's true. They are very lax with who they let into this house.
Yeah. Come in.
That's right. They did let in a pizza guy once.
They just let anybody in there. Caroline,
anyone in.
Catherine,
Isobel,
Elijah.
Oh, that's right. Elijah was let in once. Yeah.
The town rag. Everybody uses it.
The town bicycle, the Gilbert house.
The town bicycle, a house.
Yes.
Yeah. We're slut shaming a house on this Vampire Diaries recap podcast.
Oh yeah, by the way, spoiler warning for Breaking Bad again.
True, but that's not a super significant scene. Actually, it kind of is until later.
You didn't give the whole context of the scene, but still, it's important. Spoiler warning for Breaking Bad again.
Anyway, a plane crashes over Walter White's house.
God damn it! Welcome to These Hot Idiots, the only
Breaking
Vampire
Bad
Diaries
podcast.
The only Vampire Diaries podcast where you will get spoiled about Breaking Bad.
Sorry if you're both a fan of the Vampire Diaries and Breaking Bad, however big of a crossover threshold that is. I'm sorry, I'm really fucking exhausted.
He is loopy as hell from the heat.
I've drank I got water right before I recorded. I drank half that fucking thing already.
Oh yeah.
Believe it or not, Matt's not home.
All right, so Isobel has information on Klaus.
Isobel has information on Klaus, and she says that any vampire who's worth their salt wants to get in with the Klaus circle. And that means that because Klaus's plan is to capture Elena, that they all are going to try and capture Elena. And her plan is she has an estate in her name, and no one's allowed to go in there because she hasn't invited.
She gives it to Elena.
She's got a house that is chaste, a chaste house that hasn't let anyone inside of it.
And now she's giving it to Elena.
It's got a purity ring. It's got a chastity belt. It's a real saint of a house.
A pure virginal house.
A virgin house for Elena to reside in. What a weird metaphor.
God, this heat is ruining your brain.
I want to warn you. I'm not even high.
He's not high.
He's
so heat exhausted.
I'm so exhausted. But it's like my filter's not there, you know?
Yeah.
That filter that stops me from saying stupid shit all the time.
Yeah. Melted.
Klaus has witches that work to Klaus has witches. Bonnie,
Damon, Jeremy are going to
the house where Jonas and Luca were because Jonas died and Luca got set on fire.
Yeah, they're picking up their grimoires.
The grimoire.
And I swear to God, at some point they refer to them as the witches that are buried here as Salem witches, and I'm sorry. No matter how you're gonna explain it, and I'm sure there's an explanation that I missed. It's just I'm a Massachusetts guy. It's gonna drive me up the fucking wall. This show is set in Virginia. They're not Salem witches then.
Virginia is a 10-hour drive from Massachusetts.
It's a 10-hour drive from Massachusetts.
Yeah. What the fuck are you doing?
I'm sorry. I cannot stand the fact that every time a witch is shown in a piece of fiction like this.
Did you know that every witch is from Salem, Massachusetts?
From fucking Salem.
The town and not the village?
Not the village that is now known as Danvers, which is where the actual executions happen.
And also the population of Danvers, Salem was 40,000 witches and 10 normal people.
And they were all burned instead of being hung and drowned and pressed like actual historical accounts have said.
Just read about actual witch trials. It's a hell of a time. Or just watch that one Monty Python part.
I mean that was. Watch The Crucible if you can. Just any adaptation of The Crucible. Oh, read the book.
The Crucible.
It's a play, but there's a book version.
That's a game mode in Destiny 2, the game that I don't want to play because I hate it.
Game that nobody played, really.
I mean, it's popular. It's just the people who play it are idiots. Just.
Wow.
Well, no.
upsetting the small demographic of Vampire Diaries fans who play Destiny 2.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Vampire Diaries fans who play Destiny 2. You're getting you're getting sold out to buy expansions to like play the same fucking game mode. So she cannot figure out what book is the correct spell to use. So she asks Philip, and Philip
Uh, he shuffles all the books
Philip
around.
shuffles all the books around in his like little Philip zone, and and they
Kamen
narrow
Rider
it down.
double reference, and I was
They narrow
like,
it down using keywords. and, and
I think this was around the time Double was airing, so
yeah,
joke works.
and that's
It's
how
either
they're
Double
gonna
or O's,
and
but
that's how they're
either
gonna
way.
beat the drug addicts. I mean the
Oh god, I remember it took you like we were about almost like halfway through that season when it finally hit you what dopants were.
Dopants are just drug addicts, but they turned into like foam tokusatsu monsters.
Exactly, and I was just like, I was making those jokes the whole time, and they were just flying right over your head.
Yeah, watch Kamen Rider Double.
Yeah,
I'm
if you
sorry.
can find Kamen Rider Double, check it out.
Philip is like a Google search in a boy.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he has like a book dimension he can enter, and he shuffles all the books around when he's looking for information. And that's just Bonnie moving books aside on a bookcase made us think of that.
Witches. Salem. That's not even here.
Which is spoons.
Spoons.
Gilbert.
Catherine's in Isabel's house, and then she chokes her, and then they laugh and hug.
They do like a trade off of chokes.
We're choking each other.
And then they share a bottle of wine that also has vintner blood in it.
It's just a little bit of. Are you okay, sweetie? You haven't touched your blind or your wood.
At first, I thought they were just drinking regular blood, and then she said, "Oh, it was a vintner. It was a cute vintner I met in France."
So,
and like,
does that mean his blood tastes like wine, or did you mix it? Or
I think they mixed it because it doesn't look like the regular blood they have.
The Kool-Aid
when they're
jammer?
drinking blood, usually, yeah, the Kool-Aid jammer kind of thing. It looked a little more purple, so I'm thinking that Isobel killed the vintner and mixed his blood in with his own wine, which is pretty metal, actually. But
the important part is that Isobel tells, or it's either Isobel telling Catherine or Catherine telling Isobel that, like, oh, I'm gonna betray them. I'm gonna betray Elena.
I think it was Catherine tells Isobel that she has no faith in the Salvatore brothers. She's gonna betray them.
And Isabel's like, oh, I too am betraying them. Ha 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 ha.
Oh boy, we'll talk about Mia
and then
Kirshner
they take a bite of the wine glass to chew on it.
What?
Don't vampires do that? They eat the glass.
No, they just drink their blind. What are you talking about?
You didn't see her bite into it like it was a sugar cup?
No, now I can't even be sure. I could have missed it while I was writing
I just hallucinated that. All right.
Okay. See, I couldn't tell if it was like either this is something I actually missed or you're just lying to me.
Just gaslighting Mega Fighter. No, they ate the cups. What are you talking about? Didn't you notice when they ate the cup?
God damn it, no.
And then Stefan punched John in the nose.
Oh man, no. See, if that had happened, I would have been cheering. So
Catherine shows up back at the Salvatores, and Elena's talking about how like they got another fucking party they have to go to at the Lockwoods. I thought this would stop after the dad died and Tyler skipped town, but I guess not.
No, this has just been the thing.
And we get a split screen. Yay, Catherine.
We do, yeah. We got
and Elena on the same screen.
Yeah, we got the split screen I wanted. It's
Elena
really good.
is sitting in a couch, kind of to the right, and then Catherine's above her, over the couch, and a little bit to the left.
Yeah, she's behind the couch to the left. It's very seamless, actually.
They did a pretty good job, so hey, kudos.
Yeah.
Gonna give credit where
I'm
credit is
happy.
due.
Oh yeah,
I love good split screens.
E.
Catherine tries to really obviously get the Moonstone location out of Damon and Stefan, and they just tell her to fuck off.
The secret.
It's a secret. I put it somewhere real safe.
Oh man.
Oh god, I'm gonna choke.
What was that?
Caroline asked Tyler's mom about Matt, and Tyler's still out of town, and she says that Matt's not there.
That's kind of not here.
Damon took Bonnie and Jeremy out to where the witch burnings was because he was there trying to save them because Catherine
He was
wanted
trying
him
to save
them.
Emily in order to save Catherine. Yeah.
And they go to a dilapidated house.
I keep thinking that this is the church where the vampires got attacked, but I might be wrong on this.
I don't know. It looks like a lot of the places. Like, remember when Elena got kidnapped in that mansion? It kind of looks like that a little bit too.
A little bit.
So this one's more. This one's more beat up and dirty.
Yeah.
And also, you kept mentioning this cardboard box.
That was later on. Was the cardboard box? But
so Damon. I think the place is like booby trapped or something because like Damon gets stuck at one point and then the sun starts shining on his face and he starts burning and Bonnie has to like undo it.
I think it's that the spirits of the dead witches don't want him there.
Yeah, he's stinky and they want him out. So
they can compel him. They can take away his. He can take away the magic of his ring. Yeah, because that ring was made by Emily Bennett, wasn't it?
So he sees himself out.
Yeah, so that was the
Bonnie and Jeremy, and I'm not sure what help Jeremy's going to be, but Jeremy's there.
Jeremy's there as emotional support, I guess.
Yes. Meanwhile, Catherine's like trying to steal their shit at the house.
Yes.
She's trying to find
this moonstone.
And then she like digs her hands through the fireplace and gives up. So she goes to wash her hands, and then the camera pans over slowly, and then like me and Megaphone are like, "Oh no, oh no!"
It's in the soap dish.
It's in the moonstone's in a fucking soap dish.
As we have said, we watched the Jenny Nicholson video multiple times before this.
I mean,
before we
she
started
said,
this podcast.
if I remember what she said, it was something like, "Oh, the moonstone that looks like a thing of soap, and they do hide it in a soap dish later, and they show like a clip of her pulling it out." I just thought it was like
it was here.
Well, what I thought was there was going to be several seasons where it's not around, and then they find it in the soap dish. I didn't think they would fucking get it from Elijah and then fucking just go put it in a soap dish and then it's found like a day later.
They're hiding in a soap dish specifically to keep it from people. That's insane. Oh my god.
That's the worst hiding place. Like you could have just done one of those you know those like fake soda cans that you could, or like a fake can of corn that you could open and like put like your car keys in it.
I see what you mean. Yeah.
Like if Damon just like shopped on As Seen on TV, just get one of those like those little fake water bottles. This wouldn't have happened.
Why did my brain go to hide it in a poopin' moose?
Hide it in a poopin' moose?
You remember poopin' moose?
No.
It was a thing they sold on like I don't think it was specifically, it was either QVC or the Home Shopping Network.
Is it spelled like how I think it is?
It is with the apostrophe. Oh no, it can be with a G. It's basically, I think Ashe showed off something similar where it was just like, it's a little like toy moose thing that you press its feet down and it poops out jelly beans.
But just put the moonstone in it.
Just awkwardly like awkwardly shove the moonstone in there. So that she'd never look in it.
I hid it in a game of Pop-Up Pirate. You gotta,
Pop-up moonstone.
you gotta put the sword in the pirate, and then he pops up, and the moonstone's in it. But I don't know if she knows how to play pop-up pirate, so we're safe. It's just so stupid. It's just in
Oh
this
my
like
god.
fucking soap dish.
It is the dumbest place you're gonna put it because it keeps up this ongoing joke about it. The fact that this moonstone looks like a piece of soap.
Just no luster.
No luster at all.
It doesn't even have that thing like some Dove bars have, where it's got like swirls in it to make it look like it's got like ingredients.
Yeah,
No,
no.
it's just kind of a shitty little white thing.
Nah, this is like store brand soap right here.
You didn't even shell out to get some ivory. This is just some like dollar store soap.
Yeah. Couldn't even get a Pears.
Irish Spring.
Irish Spring. I don't know if Irish Spring has bar soap.
No, they
I
do.
do
And also
like.
they have that one weird cult commercial.
I love that. That Wicker Man-esque
The
commercial.
Wicker Man commercial.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, Damon just fucks off.
Damon pretty much has to fuck off because the house won't let him in.
Alaric and Isabel talk about stuff, and she's like, "This is goodbye. I love you." And he's like, "Oh, what do you mean?" And then this dude just walks up behind him and does jazz hands behind his head. Woo!
Gets him in a no-touch cranium crunch.
And he passes out, and then they kidnap him and put him in the car. Damon walks outside, and the door gets magically slammed in his face, and he's just like, "Fuck you, Emily."
Screw you too, Emily.
The ghost witches are saying stuff, but you can't tell what they're saying. And they walk to this magic circle in this room with a cardboard box, and all the candles turn on.
I don't know if you saw the cardboard box. I definitely saw the cardboard box. And in fact, thankfully, somebody managed to find a screenshot with the cardboard box in there. And I'm genuinely not sure if this is a thing that Bonnie and Jeremy came in with and I just missed, or if that's a prop that they just kind of threw into the scene or just kind of left there by accident.
I don't know. It's got a QR code. I think it's got like a QR code on it or something.
Yeah, in this dilapidated house, why is there a cardboard box? That's my question right now. If the person who has been kindly commenting on several of our videos actually has the answer, please let us know.
I feel like naming them in the episode would be weird, so I'm not going
Yeah,
to, unless they want to.
but they know who they are,
They know who they are.
and we really appreciate all the comments you've been leaving
Hell
us.
yeah! I like that you keep telling me I'm wrong. I know I'm wrong. I just. I'm not the kind of guy who, like, if you prove me wrong, I get really defensive. When you prove me wrong, I'm like, yeah, I'm probably wrong.
Yeah, we probably missed that.
Yeah. I I'm so busy like writing my notes that sometimes I'll miss something. Like I missed the scene where like Bonnie's like doing magic outside.
Yeah, that's coming up a little later.
So she starts casting this magic spell, and then she just starts yelling.
Oh yeah, we're a scene where she's kind of like she's like doing all this chanting, and there's more like yeah, there's all sorts of like hush sounds kind of going on as the other ghosts are joining in. And then she like screams.
Mama say, Mama sa, Mama who's.
It is like she starts screaming in pain. Very good scream work by Cat Graham.
Good yell.
Good yell.
Good yell. Good snap.
Good snap.
Let's see. Elena accepts the scholarship fund on Jenna's behalf. And then Isabel shows up and she's just like, "What are you doing here, Isabel?" Because she's talking to John. And John's like, "I need a distraction." So she bites him and then throws him down the stairs.
Yeah. Episode's great.
The crowd kind of gathers to see that John fell down the stairs. And then
they hear him just tumbling all the way
down. And then
down.
Catherine shows up and grabs Elena so she can wear her clothes.
Borrowing your fit.
Borrowing your fit. So she and Stefan walk outside, and she's trying to call someone on the phone, but Stefan knows it's Catherine, I guess, because of, I don't know, some kind of hint that he knows.
Mm.
She stabs
I
him with
think just
vervain
something
and then
she
throws
said.
him into the woods.
Yeah, she gets him with the needle of vervain.
And Bonnie's screaming, and Jeremy's like, "What the fuck do I do?" And
Hey,
then
what do I do?
he walks up, and Bonnie's fine.
Well, also he gets like magic shoved the hell away.
Just magic shove.
And then yeah, she's fine, she's good. Okay, she
What's
does
really
kind of
funny
have to
is
lean into
like
him after.
Miss Lockwood is like leading people out of the house, and it's just like, oh, he fell from the stairs. He'll be fine. The ambulance is coming, and he's not bleeding on the floor from a neck bite.
I don't know how a raccoon got to him from inside a building in broad
I
daylight
guess the
too.
raccoons are coming from inside the house.
Oh man, you got a raccoon in your house,
But who was
Carol Lockwood. You got to deal with that.
but who was phone?
It's been a while since we brought up the raccoons. Also, yeah, it is Carol Lockwood. I keep thinking
John
that her
is
name's
dead,
not Carol.
and
John is dead.
Carol Lockwood's just like, he's dead. You know that, right? And it's like, no, no, he'll be back. It's fine. He's got a
Oh yeah,
super
I think
secret Gilbert
it
ring.
was Damon said, yeah,
Yeah,
he'll come back. I gotta get him. I'm gonna get him out of here when he wakes up because he has the ring still. He got the ring back from Lark.
as they head out, Caroline's mom encounters Matt, and Matt's like really desperate, and he wants the file on Vicky, and he grabs her, and then Caroline does like a little judo arm lock on him and pins him to the car.
Well, because he also says, I know she turned into a vampire.
I know she's a vampire.
I know about the vampires. Like, you need to calm down, Matt.
Damon is just randomly washing his hands, and then the best scene of the episode, either the best or the second best, it was just Damon washing his hands and grabbing one of the multiple random bars of soap he has and going, "Ah, shit, man."
He's rooting for the soap dishes. He realizes moonstone. They took the moonstone. Knocks over the dish.
Ah. That was my special soap.
Oh my god, this is an amazing picture I found. Oh, is that on? Oh, I think that's him on his phone. I thought that was him like angrily looking at a bar of soap. Dang it.
Looking at soap.
Looking angrily at a bar of soap.
Catherine calls Isobel, and it turns out that she also tricked Catherine, and it was a double trick. And she gets jazz hands, and Isobel betrays Catherine and kidnaps her. Matt is at Caroline's house, and Caroline was calling him, but she doesn't have to because he's at her house. And we thought Matt dyed his hair, but he didn't.
We thought for a second that Matt had gone into like a darker. Like he went to black instead of his blonde.
I'm dark Matt.
But no, he is still blonde. It's just lighting.
I think they changed the lighting.
Around where you got kind of distracted.
Well, my dad wanted me to go get like a denture cleaner.
Oh my god! Okay.
And I'm like, I went on like 4 walks the last 3 days, the last 3 days in 100-degree heat. I'm staying home tonight. I'm tired. Bonnie, I did miss what happened, but when I came back, the color grading was off, and Bonnie was like doing some shit with leaves.
Bonnie became the fall maiden.
She was the fall maiden.
I think what happened here, and I'm gonna check the checking the wiki's description just sure.
I don't have the wiki. All I have is the Brothers Bond website that I was looking at.
Oh my god, the Brothers Bond bourbon. I think what happens is Bonnie gains the power of the other witches. Yeah, she gains a power boost from the other witches.
Oh, she got one of those like level ups kind of thing.
Yeah. They unlocked her full potential.
Oh, you drank the potential water.
No, I was thinking of like the guru.
Oh. It's just then she does it. Oh yeah, then he does it to Krillin, and it's like, nope, that's it.
That's as far as you're going.
That's as far as you're going. So Stefan and Damon go to where they think Elena is, which is Isabel's foreclosed house. They can't find her, but they do find her stuff. Isobel got betrayed to betray Catherine, so they go to Isabel's grave and she talks to her while being very bored. I don't know what's going.
I don't know what it is.
This didn't happen when we saw Isobel back in like season 1, but for some reason, and mostly this episode, she just seems like she's really. I don't know if she gives a shit.
Ian Kirchner is given a really weird low energy performance.
This is where my human half died, Elena.
This is where everyone thought I died.
This is where everyone thought I died. Your grandparents.
I'm sorry, Elena, for being such a disappointing.
Now I'm gonna answer this phone call real quick, and then set myself on fire.
She gets a call from this dude.
Called from Jazz Hands Witch.
Yeah, from Jazz Hands Witch. Who tells her, yeah, he doesn't need you anymore.
And she's like, whatever. Yay!
You're free. Now die.
You're free. Checks in the mail. Come get your stuff.
Now die. And then she pulls off her necklace, her vampire immunity sunlight necklace.
Lapis lazuli.
It's lapis lazuli, which is cool.
Minecraft. That's in Minecraft.
Minecraft, yeah.
She took off her Minecraft necklace and then burned alive. And she just goes, ah!
And just Elena watches this happen.
I must go now. My people need me.
My planet needs me. Isabel Fleming died on her way to her home planet.
Caroline's explaining how much she loves Matt to Matt, and Matt's like, make me forgore.
Make me forget. And it's just like, honestly, genuinely, I feel like, Matt, this wagon's going to circle back around, and you're going to need a enemy wipe in a few months. Maybe it's just better if you let her, like, explain this shit.
Just, no one explains anything is the thing I'm having problems with. They don't explain things to each other. It's very easy.
I get the masquerade, but at this point it feels like, you know, you can let Jenna in.
Everyone's a fucking vampire. Who gives a shit? What if Jenna knows that? Like her fucking, she knows her ancestors were weird about vampires. Like, just tell her, oh, they were right.
But Caroline does compel to make Matt forget after. I think she tells Matt everything that, like, she knows about what's been going on with the vampire stuff.
Stefan and Damon agree to give Elena a safe house, and then John wakes up, and then Damon goes to kill him. And Elena's like, you can't just keep killing him, Damon.
You can punch him, though. No.
I want to punch her, too.
I really wish.
Jump him in. Jump him in.
I just really wish this episode everyone got a shot in on
Jeremy
John.
Finds out if you use too much witchy juice, you die. Just like...
Yeah, the witches gave Bonnie a warning, and Jeremy read over the thing. Is like,
just like,
the warning is if you use too much power, you die. And I'm just
like
Graham
when she opened the door that one time.
I'm like, yeah, if you use too much power, you die. That sounds about right, honestly.
And then Bonnie's like, I mean, if I gotta die, cool. And then Snow Patrol starts playing.
So yeah, Bonnie basically lays out that in order to do the spell she wants to do to save Elena to
kill the originals,
to kill Klaus, she'd have to use like all of her power to do so, and that will kill her. And Jeremy doesn't want that, but Bonnie's like, I'm gonna save everybody if I do that.
And that's fucking rad.
And then after like I had started noticing we haven't had a lot of songs in this episode. A Snow Patrol song starts playing
immediately.
Immediately, as if to mock me for my insolence.
Yes. So Matt goes into a random car, and then it turns out it's Caroline's mom, and that he took Vervain before he went there, so he didn't forgore. He member.
Heat member.
Heat member.
And now he knows all the things.
Now he knows all the things, and then Caroline's mom's like, Caroline died that day. Now she's a vampire.
And it's just like, oh shit, Matt, you betrayed Caroline.
You betrayed Caroline, Matt.
I know I'm Team Matt here, but I don't know how to feel about this, man.
I'm Team Matt, but I feel like that's kind of petty.
That's cruel. I don't know, man.
John apologizes to Elena about how he wasn't part of what happened. That wasn't part of the plan, and he's a shitty dad, and she agrees with him on that last part.
And then she punches him.
Then she punches him. The Salvatores talk about how Catherine doesn't know Bonnie's got her powers back, and that's the secret weapon. Catherine wakes up in a dingy basement to the jazz hand switch saying weird magic and putting his jazz hands on Alaric's head. And he's got like little files of blood around him that for some reason I thought looked like a butt plug. I don't know why.
God, if I find a screen cap of those blood files,
you can go back and watch it.
Oh wait, this is a far away enough. This is too far away.
He's putting a spell on Alaric, and Catherine gets up and tries to whoosh out the door, but she can't. And then Alaric stands up, and it turns out the witch taught him Bulgarian. Oh my god!
Rise, or however it is. I
can't believe the witches know spells to turn them Bulgarian.
Bulgarian. But it turns out not Alaric Saltzman.
It's not Alaric Saltzman. It's Klaus Saltzman.
Klaus Saltzman.
That's his name.
So yes, Klaus is now possessing Alaric Saltzman's body.
Oh my god.
Oh shit.
Oh, cliffhanger. End of the episode.
Tune in next time on The Vampire Diaries.
The Vampire Diaries.
Tune in next time to see if somebody else punches John.
Next time on The Vampire Diaries, we all punch John.
Just a montage of John getting punched.
Why are you hitting me? Matt.
It's just a montage of John getting punched. Set to Mr. Blue Sky.
I was gonna say, like, I don't know why I thought Mr. Brightside, but Mr. Blue Sky. It all started with the kid.
Sun is shining in the sky.
I think last episode is because we were talking about Brandon Flowers so much. We talked
so much about the Killers. That's
Brandon
right.
Flowers so much that my Google thinks that one of my interests is Brandon Flowers from the Killers, and I keep getting articles about what he's doing. And I Google, fuck off. I'm busy.
I'm not the guy from SO Stereo.
I'm not the guy from SO Stereo. I don't give a fuck about Brandon Flowers. He's an all right musician. Okay.
But I don't want to hear more about him than I need to.
I don't want to hear about fun facts about Brandon Flowers.
Are they making a new Killers record? No, then shut the fuck up.
They got a Guinness World Record for the longest time a song's been in the top 100 in England, because for some reason Mr. Brightside just will not leave the top 100 in England. This Las Vegas band just made a very British song, and the British people were like, "Oh yeah, I like that."
It's very weird that I don't know why. I feel like When You Were Young feels more like a British song than Mr. Brightside, but what do I know?
Thing like Jesus.
I don't know. I do like When You Were Young, but I'm just saying.
Yes, we got "Give Me Strength" from Snow Patrol, and as everyone was crying, one of the lyrics that showed up in the captions was, "I've completely lost the plot."
I lost the plot. and it's just like, man, doesn't that sum up this podcast?
Yes. And we got Halfway Gone by the Piano Tribute Players,
which is a cover of a Lifehouse song.
Yeah, that's pretty standard for like teen music at the time.
Yep.
I didn't even know Snow Patrol had more than one song.
They did, surprisingly. I I think we only know about chasing cars.
Google,
they're
stop
the fray, you know.
Hold on, I'm gonna check my Google right now. Because when you swipe left on your phone, it takes you to like relevant articles or something. Okay, so we got AEW, Spotify. God damn it, Brandon Flowers. Fuck. He won't go away.
Can't stop him.
I
feel like there was another.
I'm being haunted by the lead singer of the Killers. Hello?
I'm here. Sorry, I was trying to remember if there was any other Snow Patrol songs that were like big hits at the time. No.
Me and you just sitting here trying to think of Snow Patrol songs without looking them up.
No, it just goes back to chasing cars. Like I said, they were no the fray.
They were not the fray or Yellow Card or
Yellow. Yeah.
Though Yellow Card was more like alternative, I guess. But yeah. Well, that's this for this episode of this hot fucking planet, the only podcast where we discuss the oligarchy and the destroying of the environment of the only planet we live on.
Yeah. Also, I just saw no, the area they went into to meet up with the ghost witches was not the church where the vampires got attacked.
It was just a house.
Witch burial ground.
It was just a random house.
Old witch house / witch burial ground.
Witch house is a burgeoning genre in some circles.
It's a spin-off of Gregorian House.
And it's a spin-off of Spart House.
This is These Hot Idiots, the only podcast where you'll get a Neo Yokio reference in 2024.
Yes, I think you're the only person thinking of that show right now.
Probably.
Well, we got tumblers.
Right. So yeah, you can find us on the YouTube. If you look for These Hot Idiots, you can find the podcast. You can find the playlist.
Yeah.
You can find us on Spotify and other places where you can get a podcast.
Yeah.
And like Ash said, we have tumblers, Mega Fighter Free for free and Ash Night Shit.
I am posting about the fact that I am constantly being harassed by deer.
Just a constant bombardment of deer.
You know, I think I've said that last time we recorded, but I swear to God, every fucking day I take a walk, there are deer, and they follow me, and they look at me, and I don't understand why the deer are following me.
We don't know what's happening here.
I was like, do I have
nothing to invite them?
Do I have to go get him like an apple or something?
No, I think that's that'll make it worse. Is what we learned. Is then they really won't leave you alone. But it's like he's done nothing to bring these deer onto himself, but they are just everywhere and following him
at all times.
At all times,
the cervids are coming for me. That's the scientific name of deer. Ha ha!
Ah,
knowledge.
Yes.
You learned something today. Ha ha! Loser. You learned a thing. You came here for entertainment.
You learned something on this podcast.
You came here for entertainment, but no, you just got a fact, and that makes you.
You guys got a fact.
And that makes you stupid.
That's nerd.
Nerd. I need to go. I gotta go.
He needs to go lie down.
I gotta go lie down. The One Piece is real. Have a good night.
Good night, everybody.
Easy. Now you try. First, get a jar. Patrick, that's a flamethrower.
Yes.